Hello, chat. Hello. Can you guys hear me okay? I think, yeah, audio looks good. Audio should be here. Hello, Adam Newcomb. Hello, Grady. Hello, Franklin. Welcome in. Today we're streaming VRChat. Is my holo model reset to default? Yeah, she's like reset. That's kind of weird. Well, now he can reconfigure her in a way that's fun. Hold on. Drop the hoodie for performance.
Looking hot as usual.
Probably drop the equipment, right? Drop the belt for performance. Turn on cat mode, not for performance, but for fun. Okay. That's better. Hello, Adam.
Adam, let go of your hose whilst watching stream.
My performance is not great right now. I wonder why. It's crazy. It is weird how unoptimized Holo is. I might unironically just have to stop using her because she's not that optimized. Like, even the light version just can't really do anything. It sucks because there's a lot of things on this model that I don't actually use all that much, but that are features nonetheless. Like, I don't know if getting rid of them would necessarily help, but... Touch control. Well, I can turn off all of my touch controls. Oh, that feels a little better.
I'm not holding it.
Still really jittery. Yeah, don't hold your hose during stream, I guess. What other settings can I turn off? Turn off my accessories. That's a little better.
I am waging a one-man war against the undead.
I do wonder if switching to hair buns is better for performance. Nope, that didn't really seem to do anything. If anything, it somehow made it worse, which I think might be my imagination because I don't believe that that's how that would work. But yeah, whatever. Hopefully the stream looks okay. Is the stream jittery at all? The stream...
I've become a man and am going after Haley's boyfriend in Stardew.
Stream okay? I hope the stream doesn't look jittery, basically. Okay, so guys, I have some big news. You might have noticed this past week that I basically didn't stream VRChat at all. I'm sure that the people who like the hip swaying were sorely disappointed by that. However, I have a consolation. Instead of streaming VRChat whenever I feel like it, which isn't that often, to be honest, I will instead be streaming VRChat specifically on weekends. I will always try my best to do at least one VRChat stream every weekend, so either Saturday or Sunday, depending on which day I'm free.
I'd rather not join a CLD
and
server on Discord because I fear getting
and if not, why did you send such a long message? You're interrupting my whatever. If not, then I will stream whenever I lost my train of thought. I'm gonna restart. So, you might have noticed that this whole weekend I didn't stream VRChat like at all, right? So the reason for that is because I realized that I might be burnt out. I don't know if burnt out is the right choice, but more so just that I don't really like getting set up in VRChat in the first place. I really don't play VRChat casually all that often anymore, just because getting fully set up in the full body is a bit of a hassle. So I don't stream it that much, even more so because there's more setup to do. So instead of streaming VRChat whenever I feel like, I'm going to schedule it instead. Every single weekend, at least once a weekend, I will stream VRChat. To the best of my ability, at least once a weekend. And if I'm able to, I'll stream it twice a weekend. So look forward to VRChat at least once a week, hopefully, instead of sometimes once a week, and many times not very like enthusiastically once a week. Look forward to that. There'll be like clips uploaded throughout the week, of course, as usual. But starting now, it'll be scheduled VRChat streams either Saturday or Sunday. So probably around 1 p.m. Pacific Standard. So look forward to that, chat. Alrighty. What did Adam say? If you're getting yelled at for not min-maxing my zombie slaying. If you feel that if you feel that the players are incompetent, would that not apply to the COD Discord server players as well? Adam, I think you're just scared of social interaction, honestly. I'm so laggy. I have to switch back. I gotta switch to Hollow Light. Or, you know what? Here. Bring her in. Bring her in. For old time's sake, bring her in. Roll her up. Here we go. Here we go. That's better. That's better. She's so much brighter than Hollow. Wait, where's my crab? My crab is gone. Crab. And then let's do... Yeah. Yeah, let's do that one. I like that. That's a cute customization. That one's nice. Alright, chat. Alright, chat. Become a man, and I'm going after Haley's boyfriend in Stardew. Congratulations. Congrats, I think. Are you cucking Haley? Go work, I guess. Alright, guys. So, big news. Today I woke up without a headache. That's huge. Because basically every weekend I wake up with a headache nowadays. And I'll tell you why. Is because I have a caffeine addiction. Here's the problem with this model. I don't like... The hip sway is just not all that in this one. She's too short stacked for how I have my hip tracker set up. Let's try...
I'm not gonna bother explaining.
Let's try. Ooh. We should try this. Ah. Look at that. Hey, that works. And the hip sway looks pretty good, actually. This is a very uncustomized Runa. She basically has no customization on her at all. So she's just she does have no customization on her. She's just stock Runa. Still a very cute model though. Yes, come up a little higher. There we go. The hip swing isn't... It really is like most sensitive on Hollow. That's strange. It's like so much more sensitive on Hollow than any other model. That's so weird. Am I crazy? Wait. Let's go back to Hollow. Wait. Hold on. It's so much more sensitive on Hollow. Why does she build like that? That works like that. It's so much more sensitive. Okay, let's try another model. Oh, I have this furry model. Wait. I have a furry model. This might drive away some viewers, honestly, but we gotta test it. This might... No, that's fine. I should probably put on some pants. Here we go. Oh, it works fine on this one. Hold on. As far as I know, this one works fine too. Not that I've... It looks best on Hollow. That's so weird. Well, I guess I'll just roll up with Hollow. The problem with Hollow is because of her performance, there's so few worlds that actually treat her nicely. This world
and now my mood is ruined.
This world is
Thanks,
really
Yunayo.
good for this world is really good for like performance wise, But even this one, I get a lot of stutters when I'm playing as Hollow. Sorry, Adam. Okay. I don't know. Do you guys want high angle or do you want low angle? What do you guys want? Kind of like a middle angle like this. Something like that.
I'm in the mood to yell at people. Yep.
There we go. This is too far, right? There we go. In the mood to yell at people. Yippee! 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 Yeah, this camera angle works pretty well. I don't know, is it just that because her hips are ginormous but otherwise she's built fairly normally? Is that it? Cause like, the problem with Karin, I think, is that she's too much of a short stack. She's way too small. She's built really small, and I think that that's maybe messing up with the tracking a little bit and making it less sensitive. But Hollow is relatively normal, all said and done. So when when you drop her in here, maybe she works better. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. I wish she was better optimized. I really do. Cause I don't mind. Let me see. I don't really mind not having full customization options. It's just that I think this model feels better with full customization options. I think we can go slightly low opacity on the butt. Yeah. This outfit's good. Alright, let's drink some water. You guys staying hydrated. Oh, there's a mirror here. Do you guys see the mirror? Oh, no, you don't. It's out of your angle. Oh, I'm quite jittery in it. I'm a little jittery. Wait. Why do I perform better when I'm looking at the mirror? Am I crazy? I perform better when I'm looking at the mirror. Why is that? What? Come with me, chat. Do you want to look at the mirror with me? Maybe it's just because it's a wider space, so it feels like I'm performing better. Hold on. Gotta get a better angle. So that you can see like the full... Huh. I'm willing to bet that it probably just feels better just because I'm looking at a wider space. That's what I think it is anyways. I don't really know if technically. Oh, you can see my camera in the mirror. That's pretty interesting. I'm not sure. Sometimes the camera renders in the mirror, but sometimes it doesn't at all. And I couldn't tell you why. Anyways, I guess I'll leave the camera kind of near where it is in real life so that I can accurately interpret where I'm supposed to be looking. I like this angle. This is a good angle. Okay. Alright, chat. My one VRChat stream of the week. Yeah, I don't know. Whenever I was, especially during weekdays when I had work to do otherwise, I was always kind of dreading the idea of coming home and streaming VRChat. Just because, I don't want to, like... I didn't want to come home after a shift of work and then have to get strapped up in VR, and then I have to get in VR, and then I have to set up the stream, not in that order, and then go live, and then sit here for an hour staring at the camera and yapping. I didn't really feel like doing that, like following a shift at work. So instead, I would just avoid it as long as I could. So I think instead, to hopefully boost my VRChat morale, I think instead I'm just gonna only stream on weekends. I feel like if I'm only on weekends, hopefully my morale should be way higher when I do stream it, because I have like a whole week, like every weekday is just really chill, fun streams, and then on weekends we actually lock in, you know? I think that makes sense. So now we sit here and I yap to you guys for an hour. The good old classic. I did make a new thumbnail for a weekend stream, so look forward to seeing that next weekend. I missed Saturday, obviously, today, but that's what the other side of the weekend is for, you know? Ooh, okay, so have you guys seen, like, ads online for, like, the Backbone controller, or, like, any other, like, phone-specific controller? Because I've been getting, like, a lot of ads on my phone for, like, the Backbone. It's like a controller, but it stretches out, and then you put your phone inside, and then you can control phone games, like, as if it's like a Switch. And it looks really cool. But it's like $100. So it's always been sort of like just a wish list thing for me that I have on all of my shopping wish lists and then never actually buy. And then I went to yesterday, actually. I was hanging out with some friends, and I went to a used game store. It was like an old game store, like for retro games kind of thing. And I went there with my friend, and I found something called a Kishi razor, a razor by Kishi. No, a Kishi by Razor. I always get the two names mixed up. And like, it seemed to be just like a copy, honestly, of the Backbone. Maybe not a copy. I'm not sure if it's I'm not sure which came first. But it was a Backbone, but made by Razer. It was a phone controller that stretches out, made by Razer. And so I bought it. I have the box
seen a
over there.
ridiculous amount of ads for stuff I can't talk about on stream while watching anime on Hulu.
That sounds... I see. Yeah, I have the box for it over on my desk. Let me drink some water. I saw my water bottle out of the corner of my eye, and now I want to drink. So anyways, I bought it because used at that retro game store, it was only $30, but I looked it up. MSRP is like $150, and nowadays, if it's on sale, you can get it for like $60. So I got that one for like half of the usual price that you normally get it at, and I just got it used. So I got home, I cleaned it up, I Clorox wiped it, lightly Clorox wiped it, basically, and it works great. And good news, like a month ago, is my leg off? No, not really. I don't know, it feels like my leg is like turned the wrong way. Maybe I'll recalibrate while I talk. A few months ago, there was an app on iPhone and iOS called Delta. It is an emulator, actually. It is an emulator for all the Nintendo games. So I think it covers the NES, the SNES, the N64, which surprises me, and then the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced, and the DS. Big set of games. So I used it. It works with the emulator. And so now I basically have access to the entire library of GBA and DS games, as long as I download them first, with a real controller on my phone. And the Razer Kishi is not that big. Like I in terms of like in terms of like the footprint that it takes up, it's not, I don't think it's bigger than a phone, actually. It takes up more space than a phone for sure, but it's pretty small. It fits in a relatively large pocket. Like, you won't be fitting it in like a tiny baby pocket, but like, I don't know, in a woman's cargo pants pocket or in a men's normal pocket, you can probably fit it in there. Anywhere that a large phone could fit, you could probably fit it as well. The only caveat is that it wasn't made for my size of phone. So in order to use it, I have to take off my case first, and then I can use it with it. But the good thing is that it's kind of like a Nintendo Switch, where if you have Joy-Cons plugged in, no matter how you drop it, it'll always hit the Joy-Cons first and then the Switch afterwards. And so then you can kind of, it kind of protects it. Even though I don't have, I want to move the camera.
To chat, which is hard to do on that one.
There we go. Haha. Now my butt is more visible. But yeah, so it functions sort of like a Switch's Joy-Cons, where they
Sorry, I couldn't let the social
they kind of like proxy
come.
they kind of like proxy protect it, you know, pseudo protect it. And it's not a case, but it keeps it safe. And I'm not gonna be like walking around with it anyways. Like I'm not gonna be like, you know, walking around playing on my phone or anything. So I shouldn't have to worry about that too much, I think. Hopefully. I don't think I'll ever be using it anywhere other than at a table or at a desk or somewhere where there's not that much going on. Just because it takes a minute of setup to, like, you know, pop it out of the case, unlock the Razer Kishi, plug it in, and then make sure it's all working and set up, and then I boot up whatever game I want, which could, depending on what I play, it could be like 2 seconds or it could be like a minute. You know, I'm not gonna pop it open just on like a 30-second walk, you know.
I think Yuna infected me with the groan stretching. I did it before I even found Yunayo's channel.
I don't know if I would call that infecting then. I think it was just a factor of your life. That's all. I'm already getting sleepy. But what did I say about caffeine addiction earlier? Yeah, I'm getting over a caffeine addiction nowadays. Because I noticed that for a while now, on weekends, I would always wake up with a headache. Almost always. Anytime that I overslept, or sometimes even when I didn't oversleep and I slept a pretty normal amount,
from the back is funny.
I would wake up with like a really bad headache. Yeah, the mirror from the back is silly. Hold on, I gotta adjust my tracker. And so, in order to, there was no, I tried to fix it a lot. Like, I tried to, like, adjust my sleep schedule to, adjust my, okay. It's kind of like tying my shoes. I tried to, like, adjust my sleep schedule to be more balanced and stuff, but even when I got a perfect 8 hours of sleep, no oversleeping, no undersleeping, I'd still wake up with a really bad headache. So I realized that it was because I wasn't having an energy drink like I do on weekdays, because when I go to work, I have a powdered energy drink that I take, and I wasn't taking that on weekends. So I'm starting to cut back on how much energy I drink per day. I've swapped to decaf only on weekdays. And whenever I do my energy drink, I only put like a fourth of the usual powder that I put in. So hopefully I've woken up with no headache both days, Saturday and Sunday. So I think we're cooking now. Okay. Addiction is bad. Now give me a moment. I need to get more gum. Real. Ah, it's hot in my room now. It's been a while since I streamed VRChat, so a lot of my setup is different. No, my setup isn't different. It's just that I haven't done it in a while. So it's kind of, my face needs to get used to VR again. I got a gun stock.
God bless
not like
Extra and their sugar-free gun.
Not like a real gun stock, but a gun stock for my controllers.
Addiction is very bad.
So
ignore the buzzing sound in the background.
Do I have a marker on this one? No, the marker's on the full version. So it's like the two controllers is for VR FPS games. The two controllers, when you're holding a gun in VR, you grip it like this. However, the problem is that you're not actually grabbing anything, so your hands will wobble a little bit and it'll make the gun unstable. And of course there's no buttstock or anything, so there's no way to like you basically just have a really unsteady aiming position there. I got a gun stock though. The controllers attach onto it, and then it's basically just like kind of a PVC pipe that makes a fake backstock for you to like stabilize on. So hopefully when I play H3VR, my aim should be a lot better. That's what what I'm hoping. And it was only like $30. There's this company called Weld, I think it is, or is it Wield? I don't know. Wield VR, and they make their own gun stock, and it looks really cool and modular. But it's $130. I'm not gonna pay $130 for what essentially amounts to fancy PVC piping. I'm not gonna get that. It's just a bunch of plastic pipes that like are configured in a fancy way. Come on. I won't go as far as to say I could make that myself, but I'm sure that there are other manufacturers who could make it for way cheaper. You know, I don't think it needs to be $130, quite frankly. So it would have to, I don't know, I would only pay up to like $60 for what they made. Clearly, the fact that cheap Chinese Amazon sellers are selling their gun stocks for like $30 at the cheapest, clearly it's not like inexpensive to make necessarily, but it's not like, I don't know, I feel like it can't be like that expensive. Hold on, I'm drinking water. Like, you know, the cheap unnamed Chinese sellers on Amazon are sort of like the lowest bar of price for the general market, I think. So the fact that they're like $20, $30, I think is probably like the lowest quality stuff. I mean, the one that I got was $30, which is the higher end of them. So like, I feel like Weld VR could probably do it for like 60, 70, and I would buy it for like $60 or $70, just not for that much. You know, it is cool too. They have like both the one I bought and Weld VR's one have like magnetic grips. So when you're like reloading, you can just unstick the magnet, do your reload, and then just stick it back in and get right back into it. Weld VR had a cool feature. I'm not sure if the one I bought has it, where you can unlatch the second PVC pipe and turn it into a pump action shotgun, and the other PVC pipe will like go in and out. So I don't know if mine has that, but I'm hoping it does because it's built really similarly to Weld VR's, just with less fancy colors. And it didn't come with a bandolier, like a shoulder strap, so I might have to make my own or something. I don't know. I'm sure that that's not that hard to make. But the shoulder strap is mostly just so that like you can take the controllers out and drop it on the side and then start using like a secondary. I think that that's what it's for. So hopefully that's cool. What if we change the weather? Do you think our performance would get better if we change the weather? Well, the sounds are less interesting, but it's sort of nice to not have the background rain anymore. Like, it's refreshing, I guess, to be in a more quiet environment. Because I like rain noises, by and large. I do like rain noises.
I think it'd be better if there wasn't a moving bakery.
Maybe true, Guardy. Maybe true. Yeah. But not having rain noises for a bit after having them for a while, it's refreshing, you know? It makes it feel I'm trying to distract you guys while I talk. Is it working? Okay.
No. You ain't Subway Surfers.
No. You ain't Subway
now
Surfers.
I'm kinda glad I didn't ask if you wanted to hang out on VRC.
Listen, Guardy, the point of Subway Surfers is it's supposed to be like jingling keys in your face so you pay attention, you know? Like it's for attention span. So this is also like jingling keys in your face for to hold your attention.
Adam,
that's what it's for. Oh yeah, I can also play Pokemon games on my phone now.
Can you put on Family Guy in the corner, please?
If unironically, if
this
I could,
stream is so boring. Yawning face, yawning
if I could
face, yawning
air
face.
Family Guy in the corner while I did without risk of getting copyrighted, I probably would, because that's so funny. The idea of like putting Family Guy just up in that corner over there.
Subway Surfers.
Maybe I'll record some Subway Surfers gameplay. Like, maybe we can have a stream where I just play Subway Surfers for 1 hour, and then I just record the gameplay, and I have it up in the corner of, like, every stream going forward. We could do that.
She wasn't motivated to play VRC because it was a pain to set up.
Yeah, it is a pain to set up. Yeah, that's true. But, I don't know. In terms of, like, the streaming, I guess it's fine. Because the streaming is, quote-unquote, productive, you know? Like, you know. Productivity here is debatable, but it is quote-unquote productive. So I feel more motivated to get set up in that case, I guess.
There's a huge difference. Subway Surfers keeps me attached by seeing how long they can run. Yuna hip swaying makes me epic.
Oh, so we could have like an EP endurance stream where we see how long Guardy stays awake while both Subway Surfers and hip swaying is playing. Does the hip swaying make you sleepy because it's like hypnotizing, or does it make you sleepy because you hate it? Maybe both. It could be both. Is it both? I hope it's both. That'd be way funnier. I'll drink some water. I should have had coffee before I started the stream, honestly.
Back. I am not a goddamn lab rat. Is playing games with friends productive?
Is playing games with friends productive? I don't know if playing game. It depends, I guess. You know, there's the saying that like time wasted having fun is not wasted. I don't think I quoted it directly, but it's like if you enjoy the time that you waste, it's not really wasted. It's just that's, you know, because it's good that you're enjoying yourself and stuff. But
can you record yourself playing stall on PKMN Showdown against another stall team?
That sounds so funny, G3. I'm not gonna play Pokemon Showdown, but that sounds so funny to have that be the jingling keys in the corner.
Fun is essential to mental health, so having fun isn't wasting time.
Is slacking off a sport? I don't know if slacking off is a sport. Having fun is essential to mental health, but it's about having a good work-life balance, you know? Because in order to achieve your dreams, you have to work more than you have fun, I think. In my opinion, I think in order to live a life that you're proud of, I think you have to work more than you have fun, especially in the early years. Not to say that you shouldn't have fun. I'm not a huge fan of like the grind set, you know, where like it's like you need to grind as much as you can so you can live an easy life later. But what do you think happens when people retire? You know, people retire and then they come out of retirement like 5 years later because they get bored, right? Working is also, I think, a part of our human cycle to a degree, anyways. So I think. I think it's the balance, right? You have to have a day-to-day balance. If you do all or nothing for like 2 halves of your life, like if you work all of the first half and then slack off all of the second half, that second half is going to be the most boring years of your life. Work is fulfilling, you know? Doing things, working hard for something, and achieving things is fun. That's fun, you know? That's why, you know, that's why people come out of retirement early so often, even though they definitely don't need to, is because sitting around and slacking off for 24/7 is boring. And I think after a while, it just kind of grates on most people, except for like really lazy people, I guess. I know there's some people who really don't mind just sitting around 24/7, but you grind something else. Like what? What are you saying here, Guardia? What are you saying here? Okay, guys, we need to try to get Karin to work, because not only does she perform better, but it was like a custom-made model for me. I gotta get her to work, but like I said, she's so short stack. I think that just the way that Hollow is built makes her way better for
I grind metal.
hip swing.
And my
Oh,
pillow.
well, I guess hip swing isn't that bad. I don't know. How do we rate Karin's hip sway as opposed to Hollow? This is Karin. The other model is Hollow. How do we rate them compared to each other? Awful? How is she? Is she like awful in comparison to Hollow?
In the middle of nowhere where everything pays under minimum wage.
Paying under minimum wage is a federal crime, and you should report that to your local authorities. Unless it's family run. In which case it's probably legal, to be honest. Because that could be like an allowance. Like you could reasonably pawn that off as like, oh, it's just my kid's allowance, you know, for helping out. When really, you're just paying employees less to make more. So,
I'd love to work if they didn't want a young adult with 20 plus work EXP.
Just find a Walmart or something. Just go work at a Walmart. I mean, Walmart sucks. Maybe not Walmart. I don't know. But bookstore, really fun. Bookstore is cool to work at. You never hear it. You almost never hear people complain about a bookstore job, right? Bookstore is cool. Cause you just stock the books up. Library, you can work at a library. Library's not bad. I like libraries. You could if you just wanna send yourself through hell for training purposes, you could go to like a fast food place. Hey, I mean, you'll learn a lot, that's for sure. Gas stations are good places to start at. Really easy work. It's usually just kind of like menial labor and whatnot, which is not fun, but it's easy work and it's a good way to get introduced to the work experience. Grocery stores. Everyone needs to have a grocery store near them, so you probably have one like within a short drive or a long-ish walk. So grocery stores, good choice. I don't know. Just like think of like stores near you and then look up online how to apply to them. Now that we can apply online, it's way easier to apply.
Still need a way to get there.
Walk.
My closest library is the one I've not returned books cause they were taken not from my account.
What? Yeah, either walk or ask someone else to give you a ride. If it's for work, I'm sure they'll understand.
12 hours walking to and from work.
Then ask someone to drive you there. It's not that hard. I just ask someone to drive you there. Pay them. You pay them to drive you there. You'll be making money. Pay them like $10 a week, $20 a week to drive you to and from work. There you go. I mean, you'll be making less money overall, but you'll be making money. That's the important part. And then once you have a driver's license, you can keep all of that for yourself.
At a shelter when I figure stuff out.
Hey, there you go. Working at a shelter is good. You can working in like public services is nice because then you can feel fulfilled in that you're making money, but also fulfilled in that you are helping others, other stuff. Middle of nowhere, that's half. Where do your family work? They just work somewhere. There has to be somewhere nearby. That's like a simple job that you could get.
It's an animal shelter. I hate people.
But there you go. You're helping animals. There you go. That's good. The shorts do look good on Karin, I gotta say. That expression is something. The hip sway doesn't look bad. I just think it looks overall not as appealing just because Karin is not like accurate to my build. Obviously, Karin isn't accurate to my build. I am not 3 feet tall, nor am I built like this. I don't know if anyone is built like that. Probably maybe like one out of every 1 billion people is built like that. No, that's too much. Probably like
Yuna is fine with a model with milk in its mouth, but Hearts is bad.
Which one is that one? This one?
Southern Virginia.
Well, no, it's just because she like
job watching the trash
like
dump,
that. She like
but
breathes
I need
out like
a
that.
reliable way to get to and from work, and my mom is historically unreliable.
Well, you gotta figure something out. If you just, no, there's nothing that feels worse. Trust me, there's nothing. Probably unironically, all of the problems in your life are because you spend too much time on technology. And getting outside and working and doing something else to get your minds off of it is unironically so good for your mental health. Yeah, go take a bus. It's so good for your mental health to have something productive to do.
I am aware.
You know?
Ride a damn bus.
Because our parents weren't lying when they said it's that damn phone. That's what they were telling the truth. Because sitting in front of your phone all day is a pain for your body and for your mind. Getting outside, moving around, stocking boxes or something or whatever, doing like simple jobs and whatnot.
Out here.
You know, it's good for your mental, and it's good for your body. If you stay cooped up and if you do it willingly, you are hurting yourself. You missed your job. You missed your dog. Walk to a bus stop. Listen, Adam. Whatever. Never mind. Yeah, but like, staying inside sucks, and it feels bad, and you don't know what you're missing out on until you start doing something. Because it's gonna suck, but in the end...
I mean, there aren't buses in my county.
Sitting inside just feels way worse. I'm gonna recalibrate. I don't like how my tracking looks right now.
Aside from school buses.
Do you still go to school? How about you work somewhere near your school after school, and then you have someone else pick you up?
Pardon. Every county has a bus to other counties.
How do you live? How do you live? Honestly, how do you live? Not even like a gas station around the area? Not like a convenience store or something? A grocery store? I don't know. Something smells fishy.
Back.
Anyways, who's back? Is it Franklin?
I think Adam lives in a cave with his laptop then.
I think Adam might live in a cave out in the wilderness somewhere. How do you get Wi-Fi?
If no buses are near him. There's a Dollar General about 5 hours away on foot. I live next to a farm.
You live next to a farm? How about you offer help at the farm? There you go. Offer to help at the farm. There you go. There you go. There's
farms have buses.
There's gotta be someone somewhere who's working and who needs help working. I don't know. Didn't you say that there's a lot of places just that they don't pay well, Adam? Cows are loud. Everywhere that you work is gonna be loud. Work at a library. Work at a bookstore. There you go.
My country is made fun of being potato farmers. We have buses.
Yeah, is public transportation not like a legal requirement for most cities?
Great idea. How do I get there?
Isn't public transportation like a legal requirement?
No.
Am I wrong about that? You get a bike. Get a bike. Get a cheap bike. Invest in like a $90 cheap bike and then ride your way to work.
Just get a goddamn bike then. This isn't a city, it's a town.
Towns have stories.
Towns have buses too.
Towns have buses.
Yes.
Like, how do the people in your town survive if a grocery store is 5 hours away from them? There's got to be something within walking or driving distance. And if it's within driving distance, there has to be a bus route.
I can't ride a bike. I haven't been able to get on one after watching my brother get hit by a car.
Then learn. Skill issue.
Remote data entry job.
Oh yeah, work remote. Yeah, work remote. Yeah, how about that? Work remote. Get a remote job. Not as good as going outside and doing stuff, but work remote.
Do you want me to send the details of my county?
Work remote. Work remote. Work remote. Invest in like a cheap ass like $90 laptop. Well, you have money now, right? So invest in like a cheap $90 laptop and then start working remote or something. Require a degree. I do not believe that taking phone calls and sitting around for 90 hours a day requires a degree. I don't have a degree, for the record. I've been offered jobs by Disney. Not a joke, by the way. When I was already working, I got offered a remote job to take calls for Disney. That didn't sound that appealing because I don't want to deal with angry Disney customers. It was like I got offered a job to be a part of a Disneyland call center to take complaints. That didn't sound very appealing. The pay was good, but dealing with angry Disneyland customers sounds like I'm dealing with a bunch of babies and adult babies. I don't want to do that. So I decided against it because I already had a job. But I've been offered jobs by call centers, and pretty big call centers, and I don't have a degree. You ought to do some research. You have a phone. Go look around. Can you do commentary on my marble swords? Did my speech to text die? I think it did.
I don't have a bank account.
Yes, it did.
Adam. Towns, counties, and farms have buses. Get a bike if you somehow don't have a bus or car to use. Can you do commentary in my marble sports?
Franklin is just completely uninvolved in all of this.
I am listening, I'm just saying. I've lived here for years. This place has no public transport.
How do your citizens get around? How do your elderly citizens get around if there's not public transport?
Because it's run by 90-year-olds who hate progress.
How do those 90-year-olds get around? I'm pretty sure public transportation is kind of a necessity, to be honest, legally and morally. I'm pretty sure a town kind of needs that.
And they don't. Their kids take care of them.
You guys hear the music? It's a little soft. My world volume is maxed out. It's just quiet. I don't know if there's a way to adjust it. I could disappear and go check.
Amish, not pagan. Do you live in an Amish county? Danzig. I guess.
I don't see where it is.
Didn't see a public bus until I visited my dad when I was 7.
Wait, where'd my mirror go? Then go babysitting, go dog sitting, go offer your neighbors help. Ask if your neighbors need any. Tell your neighbors that you're looking for a job and ask if they need any help. You said you have a farm near you. Ask them if they need help with something. And before you say that cows are loud, everything is gonna be loud. I don't know. If you want to live, you're gonna have to learn to deal with it. Or get a bike. You know, Amazon is a highly accessible, very capable delivery service. Actually, quite reliable.
Mostly elderly, they probably have stuff they're too old to do. That's an opportunity. I asked my mom why we don't have a bus. The answer is we're too large of a county. I have arrived.
Get a bike.
Everything is
Get a bike.
loud.
Get a bike. Get a bike.
I had to
Get a bike.
deal with
Get a bike.
loud children for 4 years. You can handle a cow.
Yeah, go help your elderly neighbors.
My only neighbor is my landlord. And
don't you have other neighbors?
Dog.
You said you have other. You said the county is big. Yeah. Hi, Dreamon. We're trying to get Adam a job. You said you say that your county is too big to have a bus system. Don't you have neighbors? Help your landlord.
I am not getting hit by a car, Yuna. No bike.
You are more likely to get hit by a car in a car than you are on a bike, Adam. You are more likely to get hit by a car while you are inside of a car than when you are on a bike. A bike is arguably safer than being in a car, Adam. You are way less likely to get hit by a car if you're riding a bike than you are if you're in a car.
Age of getting a low CC driving license. Do that and get a smaller bike.
How often have you how often have you been hit by
car in my crackhead county?
How often have you been hit by a car while you're in your car with your family, Adam? Take that amount and then divide it by like 90, and that's how often you're gonna get hit on your bike throughout the next 20 years. Motorbike, yeah, you could get like an electric scooter. I don't know, Adam. Amazon is cheap. You could get you can invest in a really cheap bicycle and have it delivered to your house, and then you can learn to ride that around the neighborhood. You can ride that around your cul-de-sac. You can practice riding that around the sidewalk and on the street while the road is empty. Hold on, let me look. I'm gonna look up right now.
Smart cars have lower CC.
I'm gonna look up right now. Yeah, getting a license has never been easier with electric cars being a thing. Amazon. Let's look up how much a bicycle is on Amazon. Wait, that's not how you spell bicycle. Is that how you spell bicycle? Okay, that's an electric bike. That's $1,300. That's like the cheapest little baby bike that you can get. For beginners. Maybe I should add for beginners. Here is 170. You could make that back in like a week. 120. Hey, folding bike. That's, I don't know if you need it to be folding. 120 though, that's solid. So like, ooh, $100 mountain bike. Oh, that's crazy. Heck yeah. No, that's a good investment. I wish bikes were more accessible. Ooh, 109. 140? Okay. So yeah, you know, spend like...
My mom too. My dad used to as well. None of them ever had an accident, lol.
Spend like, I don't know.
Get a bike. Scared of the bike? Learn to drive. Don't want to learn? Walk, repeat.
Yeah, I mean, so like a bike is probably like $150. Like a cheap one is probably like $150. Helmet, we'll just say generously like $200 for like a bike and a helmet. Learn how to ride that. $200 on minimum wage. What's minimum wage right now? It depends, but it's around like $10, I think, if you're not working with tips. So $10.
Stamp on this one.
Like 20 hours, right? 20 hours of work on even on part-time. I mean, that's like a week. So you would make it back. You would make back that investment in a week, and then the rest of the money is yours to keep. Hello, Deku. Don't want to walk, get a bike. Scared of the bike, learn to drive. Don't want to learn, walk, repeat.
Help. I tied my hands up.
How did you do that?
Help.
How are you typing?
I want a motorbike, but parents won't allow me even if I buy it myself.
What's wrong with a motorbike?
I deck you.
Do your parents not like the idea of it? I think motorbikes are cool. I think electric bikes are neat.
You love my PFP.
Oh, it's probably because it's dangerous, huh?
I'm slamming my keys.
You're slamming your keys. It's probably because it's dangerous, huh? I like electric bikes. Those are cool.
Danger,
more energy efficient for your body than an actual bike,
Florida drivers
but more safe than a car. Danger, Florida drivers can't be trusted.
Electric bikes are so cool.
Yeah, I guess a motorbike, like a motorcycle, would be more dangerous than a car, but like an electric bicycle is kind of the best of both worlds because it's safer than a car, but more efficient than a bike. It's efficient enough that probably like 10-minute drives are no issue. Cause on a bike, I don't know. On a bike, going any more than like 20 minutes is probably gonna be killer for your legs. But on an electric bike, you might go like 20, 30 minutes.
I don't know about it being safer.
You know about it being safer? Is the stat not like you're less likely to get hit by a car if you're driving a bike than if you're driving a car? It's scarier. but like from what I hear, the stat is that like you are less likely to get hit by a car if you're riding a bike rather than driving a car. Like on like the same routes. I don't know. I guess in like
electric bikes are cool, but they're kinda annoying as a daily driver.
They're annoying, but you aren't gonna like hit them. You freed yourself. Congratulations. Oh, it's kind of hot in my room. The only pants that I had left to wear that I hadn't already worn, because today is my laundry day. I did my laundry, by the way. You'll be happy to know. And the only pants that I have left that I haven't worn yet are kind of they're kind of sweatpants. Not really. They're like made for winter though. They're not made for streaming in my room with my PC running VRChat. They aren't made for that, to say the least. Probably because less people bike than drive. Well, proportionally based on how many accidents happen. You know? Like, if you do get hit, you're more likely to come out uninjured in a car. But, like, you're less likely to get hit in general on a bicycle. So I guess it evens out. I don't know. I'm still going to learn how to drive over a bike because I want to be able to go more places than places within like 20 minutes of me. But having a bicycle handy would be really nice. It's not that I don't know how to ride one, it's just that I don't have a bicycle that's like
that you have to
ready to
carry
deploy.
The battery because of how easy it is to steal. The battery is like 7 kilos. Let's change the subject. Please. I wanna eat.
Then go to sleep. I bought Versusia in Grand Blue Fantasy Rising Versus.
Cause from experience as a driver, drivers get annoyed and frustrated with bikers and often just don't pay attention.
Well, they get annoyed with you, but they're not gonna like hit you. My eye is itchy. It kind of hurts. Huh?
Electric motorbikes are even worse. Bugger battery, super heavy, not that powerful, really not great.
Ow, my eye kind of hurts. Ow.
No, a guy once followed and yelled at me on the roof. So either they notice you and are pissed, or they don't notice and hit you while turning right.
My eye, like, hurts right now.
That's biking for you.
I have a plan. I'm gonna lie down with my head back. Hold on. Then I'm gonna induce a yawn. Okay. Hopefully that'll get some tears in my eyes. Oh yeah, here we go. And then, as if they're eye drops, I'll blink them into my eye. To provide. Oh, there's clouds moving in the sky. Wow. I think my plan mostly worked. No, it didn't. My eye is like really hurting right now. Like, ouchies. Why is that?
It's funny how a balding man followed me to a MC Donald's to yell at me for not driving on the footpath. LOL.
You guys might need to take over the stream for a little bit while my eye heals over, because what is this? Can you guys still see me on the floor? Oh yeah, you can in the mirror. Good, good, good. Hi, chat. My eye hurts. Like, it's not like an aching or anything. It's like a stinging. Like if you've ever, like, touched your eye with hot sauce on your hands. It's kind of like that, but less painful. But it's like a stinging sensation.
Welcome to Yunayo channel. Unsub right now.
Ow. Yeah, it's like kind of exactly like a lesser version of the feeling of having like rubbing your eye with after you touched a hot sauce bottle. Maybe I have an eyelash in my eye. I don't know. Oh, why are my dogs out? I gotta fix that. There we go. You know, I was at a store the other day. And I saw someone walking around wearing like a single handcuff. I'm pretty sure it was a BDSM handcuff. not like these ones. But I'm pretty sure that they were just wearing a BDSM handcuff, but only one of them was cuffed and the other, like, they were wearing it like a bracelet. It kind of looked cool, to be honest. I'm not saying I'm gonna do that, but I am saying that I'm happy for them that they did. Oh my god, my eye is like stinging right now. This might be bad. Guys, I think I gotta go look at what's wrong with my eye, maybe. Yeah. I'm gonna take off my headset for a bit to go check in my mirror. My mic might break if the headset goes into sleep mode, but I will hope that it doesn't and be right back. Give me just a sec.
Yuna now praises the Lord on stream. Never mind, Yuna snapped her neck.
Okay. Alright, chat. Well, to be honest, I'm not really sure what's wrong, but coming out of my headset and going to investigate seemed to have stopped the pain. I'm not exactly sure why, but we're back now. Give me these. They are the wrong way, I see. Oh, it's kind of back. Do you think that maybe the VR is just bad for my eyes? Yuna now praises the Lord on stream. Never mind. Yuna snapped her neck. Real. Real. keep forgetting to do my girl voice on stream, you guys. It's all about tightening in. It's all about tightening in your vocal cords and pushing it upwards. You have to do both of those. You have to just like tighten it and push it upwards. Not in that order necessarily, but you have to do both of them in order to get a more femme voice. And for those looking to have a more masculine voice, you do the opposite. So you take your voice box and you push it downwards like this, and then you let your throat widen up. You let your vocal muscles widen up like this, and then you can talk more like a guy if you're talking like this. And then in order to return, you tighten up your vocal cords, and then you push your voice box upwards up into your throat, and then you can you can raise or lower your pitch. A lot of people think that talking like a boy or a girl is all about like having a higher pitch of voice. But if I tighten and push up and then I talk in a lower voice, it kind of just sounds like a girl doing a lower voice, you know. But
vocal cords?
How does one tighten your vocal cords?
WTF.
So you know how like do a Kermit the Frog voice. Do a Kermit the Frog voice, kind of like this. That sensation is tightening your vocal cords. So when you like it's like it feels like all of the muscles in your throat are tightening up to. Oh my god! It feels like all the muscles in your throat are tightening up to make that voice. That's tightening your vocal cords. And then you just kind of do the Kermit the Frog voice, but without making the funny part of it. That's how I trained, anyways. So you start by doing like a silly Kermit the Frog here. It doesn't need to sound exactly like it, but you're gonna want to kind of do that kind of same, like, you know, sort of like oh, you know what's easier to explain? It's like pushing your tongue back into your throat, kind of. So it's like kind of like this.
I sound like I'm pretending to be corpse.
Oh, that's real. Oh, are you trying to do male? Widen up. You gotta take your vocal box, take your vocal cords, and let it drop down. Like physically, it's gonna feel like it's dropping down. So it's a little bit of training. I know how to train to do the girl voice. I know how to train to do that, but unfortunately you might have to look up exercises to do a male voice if that's what you're trying to do, because yeah, I mean, if I'm talking without my vocal cords being pushed, and then I take it really high, it just kind of doesn't sound like a girl voice as much as it sounds like a guy doing a high voice, you know. So, in order to change it, you have to change the structure of your vocal cords in order to adjust it. So, tighten up, push up like this, and then you can start talking like a girl. It takes a lot of practice. It's like several months of practice. I've been practicing this for like a year now, and it's still not perfect. This is as far as I go for like a year now. So it's all about practice. You just have to keep practicing if you want to get good at doing a girl or a guy voice. I do recommend looking up resources for the guy voice, because I don't know how to do that. Just because obviously I talk like that normally. But yeah, all about getting used to it. Oh, guys, Sex with Hitler 2069 is on sale on Steam. Okay, so now I think I'll end the stream. Was fun though. I had a lot of fun today. So yeah, going forward, I will be trying to do one VRChat stream every weekend. At least one, maybe more if I feel in the mood. But I'll basically try on Saturday, and then if I can't make it on Saturday, then I'll do it on Sunday instead. So VRChat stream every weekend at 1 p.m. PST usually. Look forward to it. Otherwise, weekdays will probably start to be normal streams from now on. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all had a fun time. I had a lot of fun chatting here with you guys. I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.